it's Reagan, and today I have a very exciting book haul unboxing video. That's right, I am working with Simon & Schuster for this video, and essentially I got to go book shopping across all of their imprints and pick out some of the books I was most excited about that either recently came out or are just about to come out. So essentially, this book haul basically has so many different genres across so many different imprints, and I'm so excited about each and every one of them. It was kind of like a dream come true. It was like online book shopping. I was like you, and you, and you, and you, and you. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into the book haul unboxing. So I just have this giant box here full of books that I just undid the tape for. So let's just dive right in, shall we? The first two books I'm going to show you guys are the two books I picked out from the children's division of Simon & Schuster. It's our YA and middle grade, so let's chat about this. This book I picked out is Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch, and this book just sounds so dang good. It's a YA contemporary novel following our main character, Lena, who is spending the summer in Tuscany. However, she's not there for the sunshine and the sights. She's there because it was her mother's dying wish to get to know her absent father. She doesn't understand why her mother wants her to do this. How could she possibly forgive a man who's never been around in any aspect of her life? But when she uncovers her mother's old journal, she starts to go on an adventure around Tuscany, uncovering bake shops and gelato. In doing this, she also meets a boy named Ren, and together they try to trace Lena's mother's footsteps, and in doing so, she begins to uncover and unravel the secret that kind of begins to make her understand her mother, her father, and her place in the world. This sounds like a beautiful story. First off, Tuscany, hello. Second off, it sounds like a summer contemporary novel that has some heavy elements that I think will really add a richness to the story, but also has a fun adventure element as Lena is trying to uncover and discovering a lot of her mother's favorite places in Tuscany. This sounds like a really fun and adorable novel, hence why I picked it. The next book I have to show you guys is a middle grade novel, and it honestly just sounds so sweet, and it is The Littlest Bigfoot by Jennifer Weiner. This novel follows our main character Alice, who has kind of slipped through the cracks of her family. She's being sent off to her 8th boarding school, and essentially she doesn't really feel like anyone understands her or cares to even try to learn. All Alice wants is a friend, someone she can confide in and just basically trust and have fun with. Enter in Millie Maximus, a young girl who Alice saves from drowning. Turns out Millie is a part of a Bigfoot clan that live deep in the woods, and basically her tribe is very untrusting to humans. However, Millie and Alice form a really unique and beautiful friendship, and Alice swears to protect Millie's secret. However, this secret and friendship is put to the test when another character named Jeremy is part of a Bigfoot hunter group, and Millie's life and her whole family and whole life is put into danger. This sounds like a really whimsical middle grade story with such wonderful ties to friendship. One of the main reasons why I love reading middle grade is that it has this beautiful essence of childhood and also just nostalgia and friendship. This just sounds really whimsical and magical, and I can't wait to dive right in. The next book I'm going to talk about comes from the imprint of Scribner, which has put out one of my favorite books of all time, All the Light We Cannot See. And that book is Mrs. Fletcher by Tom Perrotta. Now, Tom Perrotta's been on my radar for quite some time. Or some of you guys might be familiar with one of his other works, The Leftovers, which has been turned into a very popular HBO show that I'm very interested in watching. It also just wrapped up, so it's like a perfect opportunity to binge. But this is his newest release. It just came out on August 1st, and like I mentioned, this book not only sounds interesting, but also very funny. This follows our main character, Mrs. Fletcher, who is a 46-year-old suburban recent empty nester and divorcee. This novel kind of parallels her identity crisis and then sexual exploits, following her becoming an empty nester, and paralleling that experience with her son, who's now a freshman in college. That alone really piqued my interest. I'm not quite sure how that's gonna go, but I'll let you know I'm dang interested to find out. Like I mentioned, this just sounds incredibly interesting, and I'm excited to see how that kind of storyline plays out. Two books I have to show you guys are from the imprint of Touchstone. And the first book I have to show you guys is The Necklace by Claire McMillan. It is a family tale and drama following the Quincy family. This follows 2 generations of Quincy women, and it's set partially in the Jazz Age, which honestly sound very appealing to me. It follows one of our main characters, Nell, who's always been kind of the black sheep of the family, a lawyer. She's basically summoned to the family manor, where she is given an incredibly valuable heirloom, a necklace. Put it simply, a lot of the other relatives in the family are not just jealous, but completely confused as to why Nell received this very fantastic and lavish heirloom. Aside from this, the necklace also kind of sends Nell on a journey to uncover some family mysteries, and it just sounds really, really good. This just sounds like a novel full of family intrigue and drama, all with a interesting backdrop of a jazz age setting, so I got it. The next book I'm incredibly excited for because this is kind of dubbed as a novel for fans of Station 11, which is one of my all-time favorite books ever, 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 ever. And that book is The History of Bees by Maya Lundy. This comes out on the 22nd of August, but there's a pre-order link down below if you're interested. This is a dystopian novel that follows 3 generations of beekeepers and explores the idea of what the earth would be like without bees. It's definitely heavily influenced upon some of the environmental things we're going through right now, and it explores a world that kind of doesn't have bees. And it also kind of connects the lives of the 3 different generations of beekeepers together. This sounds really intriguing, and I personally really enjoy dystopian style novels that have glimpses to the before it happened kind of situation, so this book sounds really, really, really interesting. I also like the idea of talking about something like bees, something that people might consider to be a little small or inconsequential to the environment overall, but how impactful and world-changing they can be as an animal. I'm really interested to see how the author goes about this for sure. And the last book I have to show you guys is The Party by Robin Harding. This is a thriller type novel that basically has you with one line. One invitation, a lifetime of regrets. What does that mean? This novel just follows 2 of our main characters, Jeff and Kim Sanders, wanting just to throw their daughter Hannah a sweet 16 birthday party. It's a small affair, just invite a few girls over, have some pizza, what could possibly go wrong? Well, apparently a lot goes wrong and a whole bunch of tragic events unfold from there. I don't know what else is involved with this book. I don't want to know. I feel like this is gonna take some very, very intense twists and turns, and honestly, I am along for that ride. I'm strapped in and I'm excited to find out myself. Just saying. Alrighty guys, so that is my unboxing book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon with another video soon. Goodbye!